Welcome to yet another video, Dr. RS and you, Science of Cosmetics and Personal Care Products. Today we will be going to part 40, the concept of HLB. So we have done 32 parts, and 33 we had the review till 32, and we are having the part 40 today, concept of HLB, right? So what we said, in the physico-chemical properties of the emulsion, we will discuss types of emulsion we have discussed, emulsifying agent, and today the concept of HLB, right? Concept of HLB part 40. What is HLB? HLB is hydrophilic lipophilic balance. So it is for the emulsifier, and every ingredient has an HLB. HLB of emulsifiers, right? It's there, HLB, hydrophilic lipophilic balance. That is what we are going to see. So we have seen this, every emulsifier has, this is the lipophilic portion, that is fat loving. This is hydrophilic, water loving, right? So the balance, this is what? Hydrophilic lipophilic balance. Every surfactant has both the parts, lipophilic portion and the hydrophilic portion. So when we come to the next part 41, we will be seeing the formation of the micelles, by how these emulsifiers arrange between oil and water, hydrophilic towards water and lipophilic towards oil phase, and how it forms the structure around the dispersed particle, and how it forms the micelles. All those things we will discuss in the next part. Now, to just understand hydrophilic lipophilic, right? So every emulsifier has two portions. One is hydrophilic and the other is lipophilic portion. Now, Griffin formed a scale that is called the HLB scale, right? It is an arbitrary scale between 0 to 20, which expresses numerically the size and strength of the polar portion relative to the non-polar portion of the molecule. So when you see this, this is the polar portion and this is the non-polar, right? This is the polar portion, this is the non-polar portion. So what HLB says, it is size and strength of the polar portion relative to the non-polar portion of the molecule, right? See, although originally Griffin applied this to only non-ionic surfactants, its use has now been extended to ionic surfactants also. That is why Griffin has said 0 to 20. Most of the non-ionic emulsifiers are in this range of 2 to 20. So that is what the arbitrary scale, 0 to 20. But now some of the ionic emulsifiers have an HLB of 40, right? It goes as high. When Griffin formed this scale, it was only for non-ionic emulsifiers of 0 to 20. That's why the scale he fixed as 0 to 20, right? Now, the HLB scale, right? The HLB scale, this is the balance between hydrophilic, this is the hydrophilic portion, this is the hydrophobic tail portion, it's the balance, right? So when it is low, HLB is low, it is mostly oil soluble, right? This water in oil emulsifying agents, that is water dispersed in oil. We saw that low HLB emulsifiers favor water in oil emulsions, then wetting agents, then from 9 oil in water emulsions and solubilizing agents at higher HLB, right? As the HLB increases, it is more water soluble. As the HLB decreases, it's more oil soluble, right? This is the HLB scale, so, right? So some of the HLB of some ingredients, GMS, glyceryl monostearate 3.8, sorbitol monostearate 4.7, polysorbate 20 16.7, polysorbate 60 14.9, polysorbate 80 15. These are all non-ionic emulsifiers. Sodium, these are all ionic emulsifiers. Sodium lauryl sulfate HLB 40, sodium oleate, triethanolamine oleate. When Griffin framed this, he didn't frame for all these things, but it has been extended for all those things also. So as this is more oil soluble, here this is more water soluble, right? This is the concept of HLB, right? Now from now on, right, I'm going to explain how the HLB can be applied to calculate the HLB of some ingredients and to calculate the HLB of formulations. Right, now you understood HLB, it's a hydrophilic lipophilic balance. Any emulsifier has two portions. One is the head and the other is the tail. Both the tail portion, it's the, for example, soaps. Soaps, the tail portion is the fatty acid and the head portion is COO minus. So the balance between that is a hydrophilic, the fatty acid is lipophilic. So the balance between hydrophilic and lipophilic, that's the balance. So when HLB is lower HLBs of less than 8, it is more oil soluble. Higher the HLB, it's more water soluble, right? So that is how the HLB. So when you make an emulsion, what you do is, we have to combine these emulsifiers, low HLB and high HLB emulsifiers, so that when you combine the emulsifiers, the emulsions are much more stable and stronger, right? So now on, you just relax. So now on it's going to be the calculations, right? Totally the calculations, right? Now, see how to calculate the HLB of a surfactant. See, there is a formula. HLB is equal to hydrophilic group number minus lipophilic group number plus 7, right? So I am explaining, you can later pass it and then when you see it and then go through and you can hear what I say also and then match it. Sodium lauryl sulfate, this is the formula, lauryl group SO4Na. It's given, group number for SO4Na is 38.7, CH3 group number is 0.475, CH2 is also 0.475, CH2 11, CH3 1, so 12 times. So hydrophilic group number, this is hydrophilic part, this is the hydrophilic part, minus lipophilic, this is lipophilic part, so this is lipophilic part, 0.475 into 12, 12 how? 11 CH2 and 1 CH3, both have the same group number, plus 7, that is 40. So the sodium lauryl sulfate HLB is 40. That is how it is calculated, right? So now we will take a non-ionic emulsifier, right? See, for example, glyceryl monostearate, right? Glyceryl monostearate, the formula is 20 into 1 minus S by A. So, S is the saponification value of the ester and A is the acid value of the acid used to form the ester. We studied acid value, sap value, no, fats and oils. You remember? You have to go to that section and see the acid value. See part 34. We discussed fats and oils key parameter. There we explained what is acid value, what is sap value, what is ester value, all those things, right? Go through that so that you will understand this. Saponification value of the ester, acid value of the acid used to form the ester. Glyceryl monostearate, no, saponification, this is an ester, right? Saponification value of this ester is 161. What is the acid used? Stearic acid, right? Acid value of stearic acid, the fatty acid used to form this ester, is 198. So HLB is 20 into 1 minus 161 by 198, that is equal to 3.8. This is the HLB of glyceryl monostearate, right? HLB of glyceryl monostearate is calculated like this: 20 minus 1 minus 1, 20 into 1 minus 161 by 198. 161 is the saponification value of glyceryl monostearate and 198 is the acid value of glyceryl monostearate. So stearic acid is used for the formation of glyceryl monostearate. So A is the acid value of the stearic acid of the fatty acid used, right? So this is the, so example 2, this is polyoxyethylene sorbiton monostearate, right? That is tween 20. Here S saponification value is 45.5, that is the average saponification value. Acid value of, see, polyoxyethylene sorbiton monolaurate. So lauric acid is used here. What acid? Lauric acid. So 275. 276 is the acid value of lauric acid. Right? Understood? Saponification value of tween 20 polyoxyethylene sorbiton monostearate is 45.5 average. A is the acid value of lauric acid. Laurate is there, no? To form this ester laurate, you have to use lauric acid, right? So lauric acid is 276. So HLB is equal to 20 into 1 minus 45.5 by 276, that is equal to 16.7. See, when you ethoxylate sorbiton monolaurate as such, the HLB is low. But when you ethoxylate it, the HLB becomes high. So it becomes more water soluble, right? So 16.7, it is more water soluble, right? In products, only ethylene oxide is used as hydrophilic portion, right? And fatty alcohol, ethylene oxide condensation product, HLB is equal to E by 5. For example, polyoxyethylene stearate, it's an emulsifier. Weight percentage of oxyethylene content in this is 76. Simple. 76 by 5 is equal to 15. The formula is E, weight percentage of oxyethylene content by 5, 15. So that is how the so now we have calculated, these are the methods to calculate the HLB values of the emulsifier. But nowadays we need not take efforts to calculate this, because the suppliers of the emulsifiers themselves, they will provide you the HLB of the emulsifiers you use. Now it is important how we are going to calculate the HLB required for our emulsion, and how the emulsifiers can be used appropriately to give that HLB for our product. Right? Now this is very important. I have written here, HLB values are additive. HLB values are additive. For example, HLB of a mixture of 40% span 60 and 60% tween 60 is how much? HLB of tween 60 is 14.9 and HLB of span 60 is 4.7. Right? So 4.9 into 40%, 14.9 into 60%, that is 10.8. Simple calculation. Right? Because span 60, 40%, right? 4.7, so span 60 is 4.7. 4.7 into 40 by 100 plus 14.9 into 60 by 100, 10.8. This is a very simple calculation, right? So it's very additive, right? 40, see, HLB of tween 60 is 14.9. We have used 60% of tween 60. So 60% of this is how much? Right? Same way, 40% of span 60. Span 60 HLB is 4.7. So 40% of 4.7 is what? When you add both, that will be the HLB of this mixture of 60% tween 60 and 40% span 60. Right? So with this additive value, we can derive an equation. Right? We can derive an equation. Right? You just, HLB values are additive. No? That we saw that. See, for example, consider HLB of a blend of emulsifier A and B. Right? HLB of the mixture will be A into HLB of A plus 1 minus A will be the B percentage. Right? 1 minus A into HLB of B. Right? It's additive. Right? Now, HLB of the mixture is equal to A into HLB of A plus, remove the brackets, HLB B minus A HLB B. Right? So HLB of the mixture is, bring the A out. Right? Here one A is there, here one A is there. A into HLB A minus HLB B plus HLB B. Right? So now HLB of the mixture, bring this HLB B this side, right? It becomes minus. So HLB of the mixture minus HLB B is equal to A into HLB A minus HLB B. If you bring this totally to this side, it becomes HLB mixture minus HLB B by HLB A minus HLB B. So you know, if you know the percentage of A, see, if you calculate as percentage, you have to use 100. 100 into HLB of the mixture minus HLB of B by HLB of A minus HLB of B. This is the equation that we have derived, right? So this equation we can use to calculate some of the requirements, no, HLB requirements. This in the, we will see whatever things I am going to discuss is only the problems which we have arrived at. Right. Now, simple calculation, right? What is the HLB value of a mixture containing 40% span 60? We saw that, and 60% peen 60. We saw that, no? So, 4.7 into 40 by 100 plus 14.9 into 60 by 100, that is 1.88 into 8.94, 10.82. That is the simple calculation. But whatever we have arrived at equations, no, with that also we can derive the things. Let us say A is the percentage of peen 60. A we can always take it as high HLB emulsifier as A, leave it. A is the percentage of peen 60 is equal to 100 into X minus H HLB B, that is HLB value of B divided by HLB value of A minus HLB value of B, right? We know 60% is peen is equal to 100 into X, right? X is the HLB of the system, right? X minus 4.7 by 14.9 by 4.7. What is X? X is the HLB of the system. That is what we are going to see, right? So, 60 is equal to 100x minus 470 by 10.2. 60 into 10.2 is equal to 100x minus 470. This is 612, 100x minus 470, right? Then 612 plus 470 is 100x, 1082 is 100x, x is equal to 10.82, and this is 10.82, right? This is also 10.82, and this is another way of calculating this. When you use this equation, for simple things you can calculate like this, but much more complex calculations, this equation helps, right? Now, we will see yet another thing. What is the HLB value of a surfactant blend containing 20% peen 20, 30% span 20 and 50% span 80? Now, there are three emulsifiers. Understood? Simple calculation is 16.7 into 20 by 100, 8.6 into 30 by 100, because 16.7 20%, 8.6 30% and 4.3 50% is 8.07. This is the additive value. We can use this equation also, and you can do that. First, consider only for this calculations, no? For this calculation, consider only first tween 20 and span 20, right? As 100% value. Both are 50 only, no? When you calculate as 100%, this will become 40%, see, tween 20 20%, span 20 30%, 50%. For 100, only considering 2, we will not consider span 20 now. Only considering 2, it will become 40% and 60%, right? Double. Because for 50 it is 20, for 100 it is 40. For 50 it is 30, for 100 it is 60. So 40 into 100 into x minus 8.6 by 16.1. This is formula. X HLB of B, HLB of A minus HLB of B. Here when you calculate, X will be 11.84. Now, Consider tween 20 and span 20 as one blend and span 80 as another blend, right? So tween 20 and span 20 is 30 plus 20, 50%, and span 80 is 50%. Consider this as A. Now 50 is equal to 100 into x minus 4.3 divided by HLB of this 11.84 and HLB of this 4.3. So when you calculate this 8.07 and here also 8.07, right? Why I am telling this formula is for something only this formula can be used, right? So we will go to the next thing. A mixture of two emulsifiers having an HLB of 13.5, okay, there is a blend of two emulsifiers and its HLB is 13.5. Calculate the percentage of each if it contains bridge 35, an emulsifier with HLB 16.9, and span 80, which is HLB 4.3. You understood? I have a product where I made mixed an emulsifier bridge 35 and span 80, and the HLB of the product is 13.5, right? It has bridge 35 and span 80. If these are the HLBs, in what ratio I can use that to get that 13.5 HLB? Now use this equation. A can be bridge 35 high HLB, B can be span 80, X we already know 13.5, right? HLB arrived. So A is equal to 100 into 13.5 minus 4.3 HLB of B divided by 16.9 HLB of A minus HLB of B. If we calculate that, A will become 73.01%. Here 100 you are always putting because you are calculating percentage. That is why, right? So A is equal to 73.01. 100 minus 73.01 is 26.99. So when you mix bridge 35 and span 80 in the ratio of this, you will get an HLB of 13.5. HLB of 13.5. That's what it means, right? So now this is very important. You calculate the HLB of your formula, and you think you arrive at the HLB required for the formula is 13.5, and you want to use two emulsifiers, bridge 35 and span 80, then in what ratio you have to use appropriate ratio that you can arrive at an HLB of 13.5. So this formula helps, right? How to arrive at this percentage, right? So any doubt in this, please write to me. I think I have worked out in such a way that you understand the things well, right? I think you have understood. Yes or no? I can't hear you. Now how do we know that what is the HLB required for my product, right? So now this is another you want to do first HLB required for my product. Okay, now I will do that first. See, I have a formula, right? I have a formula of an emulsion, oil in water emulsion, but all these HLBs of cetyl alcohol, paraffin wax, all those things, it's a derived value. Any literature will give the HR phase in an oil in water emulsion or in water in oil emulsion. So for example, cetyl alcohol HLB is 15, white wax is paraffin wax, HLB is 12, lanolin anhydrous HLB is 10. So HLB is relevant only for the oil phase. No, you need not include the emulsifier content, just the oil phase, right? So HLB of cetyl alcohol is 15, HLB of white wax is 12 and HLB of lanolin is 10. Now, what is the HLB required for this oil phase, right? Oil phase. HLB of the emulsifier required for this oil phase. Now, how to calculate this? What is the oil phase per content? 15 plus 1, 16, 18, right? So in this 18, percentage of cetyl alcohol is 15 by 18 into 100, 83.34. Percentage of paraffin wax is 5.56. Percentage of lanolin anhydrous is 11.12, 2 by 18 into 100, right? So the HLB required has to be calculated. First, make this total, add the oil phase alone, excluding the emulsifier. Then the oil phase, you can see how much is contributed by each, right? Not the entire formula percentage, but oil phase alone. See, total oil phase is 18 grams, right? So cetyl alcohol is 15, 15 by 18 into 100, this percentage. Paraffin wax is 1 by 18 into 100, this percentage. Now, again additive, right? What is the cetyl alcohol HLB? 15. So 83.3 into 100 into 15 is 12.5. White wax, paraffin wax is 0.66. Lanolin is 11.12 into by 100 into 10, 1.11. So total 14.27. So the HLB required for this product for emulsification is 14.27. You understood? That is how. So you have to design emulsifiers, blend of emulsifiers that gives this HLB for this product, right? Now that is how the HLB requirement is calculated, right? Now this one, so I have put another thing here. See this, before going to this, we will do this. See, I have a emulsion, liquid paraffin 50 grams, emulsifying agents 5 gram, water to 100 grams, simple emulsion. Liquid paraffin 50 grams, emulsifying agent 5 grams and water 100 grams. I have calculated that the HLB required for this product is 10.5. HLB required is 10.5. Right? I am using tween 80 and span 80, HLB 15 and HLB 4.3. Okay? So, to produce physically stable paraffin emulsion. Right? Now, 5 grams is the total emulsifier. I have to get 10.5 HLB. What is the level of tween 80 and span 80 I should use? That is the thing. Because I know that for this HLB is 10.5, that is given. So, A formula, A into 100 into X minus HLB of B divided by HLB of A minus HLB of B. Simple. Right? So, A means ratio of emulsifier A, that is IHLB. I can take tween 80. Tween 80 is A and span 80 is B. right? A is equal to 100, 10.5 is the HLB required, right? Minus 4.3, HLB of A minus HLB of B. If you calculate this, A will be 57.9%. B will be 100 minus 57.9, 42.1%. So for 5 grams, 57.9% is 2.89 of tween 80, and 5 minus 2.89, 2.11 of span 80. Simple. If you combine these two with this ratio, you will get an HLB of 10.5 that is required. You have the 5 grams emulsifier. That 5 grams emulsifier, 2.89 can be tween 80 and 2.11 can be span 80. Right? Understood? Now, there is another problem here. We have a formula. This we have done. See, this also we have done, no? Okay, we have a formula. Stearyl alcohol 8%, cetyl alcohol 1%, lanolin anhydrous 1%, emulsifier 4%, water to 100%. How many grams of span 80 HLB 4.3 and tween 60 HLB 14.9 should be used in formula to make 100 grams of the cream? 1000 grams, you have to say 1000 grams of the cream. Right? Now, here you have to calculate the HLB required. So, what is the percentage of oil phase? 8 plus 1 plus 9, 10. Right? So, in this 10, if it is 10, stearyl alcohol will be 80%, cetyl alcohol 10%, lanolin is 10%, right? Understood? Because 8 by 10 into 100, right? That is 80. Then, right? So, this is 1. 1 by 10 into 100, that is 10%. Another thing, this is also 1 by 10 into 100, that is 10%, right? So now, you know, when you calculate this, you know the percentage. Then HLB of stearyl alcohol 15, 80% is there. HLB for stearyl alcohol 12. It has to, we need 12 HLB through emulsifier to emulsify stearyl alcohol. Cetyl alcohol same 15 only, so 1.5, 10. And this is lanolin HLB 1. So total HLB required for that product is 14.5, right? This 14.5 HLB you have to get from span 80 and tween 60, right? Span 80 is 4.3 HLB, tween 60 is HLB 14.9. A, we will take high HLB emulsifier as always A, right? High HLB emulsifier as always A. A is tween 60, right? Tween 60 A, B is span 80. Here 14.9, 4.3, right? The formula A is equal to 100 into X minus HLB B divided by HLB of A minus HLB of B, right? So A is equal to 100 into 14.5, that is the HLB required, minus 4.3 HLB of B, and HLB of A 14.9, HLB of B. So you get in this A is equal to 96.22% if you calculate, and 100 minus 96.22 you get B, 3.78. So what is the weight of emulsifier? Weight of emulsifier in the formula 4 grams, right? 4 grams. So 4 grams 96.22, 3.85 of A grams and 0.15% of 0.15 grams, right? 3.85 grams of twin 60, that is A, no? Twin 60, and 0.15 grams of span 80, that is what is required, B, right? Now this is for 100 grams, it's asked for 1000 grams, right? For 1000 grams 38.5, B is 1.5. 100 3.85 means for 1000 38.5, 100.15 for 1000 1.5 grams, right? You understood the calculation? This is how we have to calculate. First of all, calculate the HLB required for the formula. Then what are the emulsifiers you are going to use, right? What is the HLB of the emulsifier, right? Then use this formula to find out how much ratio you can use that emulsifier, both the emulsifiers. One can be very low HLB emulsifier, one can be an HLB of 4, the other can be an HLB of 15. How can you combine these emulsifier to get the required HLB value for your formula? This is how HLB is calculated, and this is the concept of hydrophilic lipophilic balance, right? So fortunately most of the ingredients, emollients, we have an HLB. You can ask the supplier the HLB, and most of the emulsifiers we get also you can get the HLB from the suppliers. Basically you know the HLB, then for each and every emollients, oil phase ingredients, water phase you don't require to calculate the HLB. It's only the oil phase ingredients excluding emulsifiers you have to calculate the HLB, right? Only for the oil phase ingredients. And see what percentage of the oil phase contributes by each ingredient, and then from that you calculate the HLB required based on the HLB of each ingredient, and then you decide on the emulsifiers you want to use and calculate what ratios of those emulsifiers you can use to get that HLB for that product to form an emulsion, right? This is what I want to tell you today. HLB is a concept of hydrophilic lipophilic balance. So lower if the HLB is low, it is more towards lipophilic. If the HLB is high, it's towards hydrophilic, right? So each and every oil phase ingredients we have the HLB value. We have the HLB value of the emulsifiers also. So with that, calculate the HLB required for your emulsion based on the oil phase ingredients, and use emulsifiers appropriately to match, to get that HLB, and then formulate. This is very indicative. This can HLB value, if you calculate and do, you can get at the emulsion which is almost 80% right. Then there might be tweaking required or might not required, but this calculation and getting into the right emulsifier proportions, you can get into a good the HLB and how it can be applied. Thank you for listening. I think it's very simple. When you understand the concepts, it's very simple. Go through. If you have any doubt, ask me. This is very simple concept. Thank you for listening. And till I get in touch with you in the next session. Bye. Take care. Be happy. Be smiling.